Hey guys, it's Adam here, your Northern Tech, and today we're going to do an upgrade on the Acer Aspire 1. Tried to get a little bit more light on the subject. I got the light on the camera giving her, and I got the light, my little freaking LED light giving her. So there's the, hold it right side up for you. There's the Acer Aspire 1, filthy as frig. This thing's a fingerprint magnet. I showed this in the last video. It's got the Cedar Tree N2600, 1.6 gigahertz dual core twin thread, and 1 gig of RAM. 320 gig hard drive. What we're going to do to it is we're going to pop the hard drive out, pop the RAM out. We're going to pop in a 2 gig DDR3 stick and a 120 gig Kronos solid state drive, SATA 3. So without further ado, let's rip this bitch apart. Alright, first step in doing this, you need to open up the screen. Actually, you know what? First step in actually doing this, you need to flip her over and you need to yank the battery. So for that, it's pretty easy, as you saw. All you do is there's a little toggle here and there's an unlock button over here. If you put that in, it locks the battery in place so you can't remove it accidentally. You open that one, you push this one here in. I don't know if you can see that switch, there it is. And then you just pull your battery up. Easy peasy. Now you're probably thinking that there's screw holes under here and here. Well, from all the reviews I've done, there isn't anything underneath there as far as I can tell. So first thing you got to do is yank the battery. Next you got to yank the keyboard. Now I'm not sure if you can see in there, being a black model, but there's these little push pin tabs. To pop the keyboard out, you carefully take a screwdriver with a flathead, put it in and apply pressure against the pin and it will release. Or not. How about that release? There we go. Okay, they're a little stubborn people. Need a little more precision. Well, son of a bitch. One day Acer will make a netbook that's easier to upgrade. I was kind of hoping this model was gonna be, but because that was too much to ask for. That is not releasing. The notches are a bitch to work with, people. You know what? All else fails, double tool. Problem is I can't get any leverage on the keyboard. I'm having a hell of a time with this. This is a pain in the cack. See, the reason why they make them so hard to upgrade so that you'll spend the extra money and buy the one that's higher up. Where's the fun in that? I thought there was one there. I don't know where the frig it is. So yeah, just apply care when you're taking this thing out, people. Because there is a ribbon cable underneath here, and if you sever that, well, you're screwed. But there's another one up here holding on. The problem is, it's not freaking moving. Just take your time, do it slow, and that way there you won't break anything. And once again, let me reiterate, Acer, make your shit easier to upgrade. Love your computers. Quit friggin' around. Okay. The keyboard is removed. Now, I don't know if you can see that under there, but there is a little frickin' thing here. A little ribbon cable retainer. There's a little ribbon cable retainer. The way these work is you just basically pop them up and the ribbon cable releases and there's your keyboard. Done and done. So we'll put that off to the side. Don't need to worry about the one for the trackpad. We just had to get the keyboard out of the way. And now we got some screws to remove. Now, I'm just trying to find where it says it. Okay, I'm gonna try and show you this on camera. You see where it says right here, something, something door. All the screws marked door you need to remove. So let's do that. You can already see the freaking hard drive right there at the top half. So we can actually get to the hard drive from the top, but we're gonna do it from the bottom because we're replacing the RAM too. So let's start yanking some bits. Now I've already done a benchmark on this rig before. You know what? Somebody's been into this, that wasn't me. For a brand new machine, I wanna show you guys this. I haven't even touched this screw. Look at how worn out the head is on that screw. And I haven't even touched it, so somebody else besides me has been into this and it's been resealed. Those sons of bitches. Pretty sure that I got all the screws that are needed to come out. So on that note, now once all the screws are out, I'm just gonna, oh no, frig sakes, forgot one. And I'll take care of that right now. Of course, if I can, you know, get it out. And one last check here. You're not a door. Door, 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 door. 5 screws. Now I'm going to show you here, right underneath the hard drive here, it says, forget them, door release, and there's a little tab here. All you do is take your screwdriver, put it in there, and apply a bit of pressure, and it pops the panel on the back so you can start taking it off. However, I think there's still a screw holding the sumbitch in. No. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit more pressure to it, and then I'll close this, give it the old flippity doodah, and start prying. Now keep in mind this is clipped in as well, so you want to go around with your screwdriver and just start working the edges and make sure that it comes out. Now I honestly don't think I missed any screws, but I may have. By going around the edges with my screwdriver, I mean my knife. This is where that iPhone case that iPhone kit that Rex had would come in very handy. You're hearing all this snapping and you're probably thinking I'm just breaking my stuff, eh? No, don't worry about it, guys. I'm a trained moron. There has got to be another screw holding this thing in that I freaking missed. There we go. Perfect. So there's the back lid, and here is the inner workings of this freaking Acer. First thing we want to do is yank the hard drive. For that, it's pretty simple. Get your freaking pry bar out. By pry bar, I mean screwdriver. There should be no screws holding this thing in, so we can just get a hook on it because they don't have a release. Normally on a laptop, especially one like this, there is a little release where you can just grab it and pull it up. But of course, you know, Acer and their infinite brilliance don't have that, so just get your screwdriver underneath the hard drive and just start wiggling it up till you can get something to grip onto and pull it up. And then once you have the hard drive out, just disconnect your SATA cable like a boss, and there is a little hard drive for a laptop. Now we'll go ahead and relocate the keyboard and break into this beautiful Mushkin Chronos 120 gig solid state. So beautiful. Now I've had this Chronos hard drive sitting there for a while. I had no idea what to use it in. I was gonna use it in my MacBook, but that thing's so old it farts dust. So I said, screw that noise, I'm gonna use it in my netbook. Oh, and then all you do is you'll see on the bottom here, I don't know if you can see that well, you see how the edges kind of L up, and you got the power lead, data lead, and you'll notice here on the cable, there's only one way you can hook this up, so if you do it wrong, it's because you forced it with a hammer. And then all you do is just hook it back up, connector in, it'll clip, slide the Mushkin into the place of the old hard drive. It's really snug, but honestly, if you look at that, it looks like it's meant to be. Next up is the RAM. This is 1 gig of PC3. 1 gig of PC3, so we'll go ahead and there's these, I'll show you. You see these little tabs here? You got one right here, you got one right here, or here I should say. All you do is you move them aside, and the RAM pops up, instant eject. Then you just take your RAM stick out, and all you do is line it up, slide it into place, and press her down. You'll feel some resistance, don't worry about it. When you clip her into place, that's it, that's all. Bob's your uncle. So that's how you install the RAM. So before I'm just gonna attach the keyboard for funsies. This can be a pain in the dick, let me tell you. So we're just going to put that in there like that. Not actually sit the keyboard in there, just kind of sit it on top. Throw some power to it and just make sure it fires up. Well, that's a good sign. It's firing up. It sees the solid state drive and it sees the 2 gigs of RAM. Perfect. Okay. So now we'll just button it back up, install the OS, and we'll be good to go. So hopefully you enjoyed that video on how to install the solid state drive and the RAM in the Acer Aspire 1 D270. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And until next time, guys, take care.